Hey y'all, and welcome back. If you like Cowboy candy, you're gonna love Cowboy candy pickled eggs. Let me show you how to make them. Let's get started. Once you've made them this way, you'll never make them a different way. Okay, let's go over what we're gonna put in our Cowboy candy pickled eggs. Y'all can adjust it any way you want. You could use different ingredients and add to it. What we're going to be doing today is just the basic Cowboy candy pickled eggs. And this is what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using my eggs, some jalapeno peppers, some white sugar, some garlic powder, some turmeric, some molasses, a couple garlic cloves, and then we're going to use apple cider vinegar. And then we're going to use regular vinegar to top it off when we get them done. And you'll see why at the end. And you'll need a jar to put your pickled eggs in. Let's get started. The first thing you'll do is fill your pot full of water, about halfway to put your eggs in. Turn your pot on a medium high and let it come to a good boil. And once your water starts boiling, I'll link the video down below, but it shows you exactly how to do your eggs to get them to shell perfect every time. Put your little spider web on the bottom of your egg, but here's one I'll show you real fast. You take your egg, put your spider web on the bottom. We're going to start adding our eggs to the boiling water. And it's real hot, so I'm going to just add them in with this little spoon right here so I don't burn my finger. And we done our little trick with the spider web on the bottom of each of our eggs. That'll give you the perfect way to shell your eggs. And it won't be so hard. Hurry up and get all these in there. For this size jar to pickle your eggs in, this is like a 2.5 quart jar. I'm going to use 3 jalapeños. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my seeds out. If you like them more spicy, you can leave them in. But if you want them just for flavor, take your seeds out. And when you're messing with these, I guess most everybody knows, but you better wear gloves. Or be ready to wash your hands 3 or 4 times when you get done. Now this recipe right here, if you decide you want to add more sugar, you could. If you want it not as sweet, add less sugar. This, you can add vegetables to it. You could add some peppers, like the sweet peppers. You could add some purple onions. But right here today, we're just doing the basic Cowboy candy pickled eggs. But there's always a whole lot of different ways to do it. We're just slicing ours in little bitty pieces. If you wanted to and you like to eat a big piece of jalapeno pepper, you could even leave them whole. And we're going to add around 4 cloves of this pre-packaged garlic I have that needs to be used up. You could add minced garlic to it if you wanted to. but I'm just going to chop these cloves of garlic in big little chunks for the flavor, and that's what we're going to put in it. Okay, while our eggs are still boiling, we're going to go ahead and start our brine for the pickled eggs. We're going to start off and we're going to add 2 cups of this apple cider vinegar. Turn your pot on like a low medium and add your vinegar. And now to the vinegar, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of just white sugar. Now if you had brown sugar and you wanted to use it, you could, but instead of adding brown sugar, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of molasses. And here, this is the brand of molasses we're going to add. And we're just going to add us a tablespoon. About like that, right there. And we're just going to start giving that a mix. Because you don't want that sugar to start sticking to the bottom. So just give it a mix. And now we are going to use just a tiny bit of cayenne pepper. We're going to use 1/4 of a teaspoon. Not much at all. And my garlic powder, I'm going to add a teaspoon of garlic powder. And now you're going to add a teaspoon of turmeric. And we're going to make sure that one's level. I don't want to get too much of that in there. That one we leveled off a teaspoon. And now we're going to add our jalapeno peppers and our garlic. And now we're just going to give that brine a good mix. Now this right here, if you had leftover brine, you could always use it and put it in the refrigerator for another day and pickle something else. But just don't let it go to waste, because it's good, y'all. And it'll make even, you could put even cucumbers in this brine. Okay, we're going to let that sit there and come to a boil while those eggs are finishing up. Okay, we've got all that sugar dissolved, and now I'm going to cut it off and just let it sit here while we peel our eggs and cool off a little bit. And now for your eggs, just make you an ice bath. Now you'll just let them cool till you're able to touch them and peel them. falls right off. I got turmeric on my finger. When y'all are using that, be real careful. Don't get it on your clothes because it will stain you. Okay, now we've got all our eggs peeled and put in our jar, and I'm going to use this funnel right here, and we're going to pour our brine over on the top of our eggs. We'll just give it another little mix. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, and now we're just going to take it and slowly pour it over into our jar. I'm using this funnel that way I don't spill it. Okay, we don't have quite enough to fill our jars, so what we're going to do now, you could make another little batch of this, but I'm going to do like, I seen a lady that I watch make them. She just tops hers off with the rest of the white vinegar to the top. And now we're going to put the lid on it. And y'all look how pretty those Cowboy candy pickled eggs are. And now we're just going to give it a shake. And now we're going to make sure our lid's tight, and we're just going to sort of work that jar around just a little bit, trying not to let it spill. You don't want to spill your brine out of there, but I'm just trying to get some of those peppers down in those eggs and that garlic. Y'all look how pretty that is. Okay. And now what you'll do is you'll just set this to the side and you'll let them sit in that brine. You can even put it in the refrigerator and set it in the back of the refrigerator and let it sit in there for about a week, and you'll have some Cowboy candy pickled eggs. These are great to have for a snack. They're good to have if you're trying to do like a high protein diet and you need a good snack. This is a snack you could do. It does have some sugar in it, but you would be getting the protein from the eggs, and boy, are they delicious. If y'all hadn't give these a try, you need to. Cowboy candy pickled eggs. Okay, y'all, that's our video on how to make Cowboy candy pickled eggs. I hope y'all like this video, and if you do, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe if you hadn't already. Thanks for watching. Look at the peppers and the garlic. Oh, that's going to be so good.